What's up, fellow lords of gaming, and welcome back to another episode of the good, the bad, and the ugly Marvel Future Revolution. Today we're going to be jumping in to take a look at the Marvel Mall. That's always the most pertinent thing to look at in this game, first and foremost, and it's mainly what I wanted to see. I can't stop looking at that damn intro though for Scarlet Witch. It is mesmerizingly beautiful. The detail that they close in on her eyes and her face and everything like that, it is mesmerizing, especially when Vision pops in and then you get all this brightness of color. It's just amazingly cool to me. So I keep seeing it and I'm just like, yo, I keep getting hung up there anyways. But yeah. Anyway, so let's jump in here, right? So I gave you guys my first impressions overview of the mall, and what I wanted to do was jump in here and give you my impressions of the mall deeply, and that's why we do the good, the bad, and the ugly series. So first up, there's going to be a lot more good than there is bad inside this episode for the Marvel Mall. And that's going to probably piss some people off. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think there's a lot of good things that they've done in order to move the mall in a direction that it should be going in. But they've still clinged on to some of these trite things that I really feel like they need to remove. So first up, what do we need to take a look at, right? So let's take a look at the token shops and the things that they have inside here, because I feel like this is important to take a look at. We've got a couple of things in here. We've got the Madness shop or the Madness fragment shop, and we got the Scarlet point shop, right? Inside the Scarlet point shop, you've got to generate these Scarlet points, and for the time of the duration of this event, 27 days, 10 hours, basically 28 days the next month, instead of getting Omega points for some of the draw events, you will be getting Scarlet points. So it's not any different than what it was previously. It's just now that these are Omega points. But if you looked at the normal Omega point shop, these rewards aren't really that much different at all inside here. Now, some of the things that they have, there's 4-star special costume selection box, things like this. If you go over to your Omega point shop, you're going to notice that there's like a 4-star special companion box over here. You get the 4-star piece of Rise of the East. You can see the 4-star special card selection box. You see what I'm saying? So like, realistically, it's not very different. You know what I mean? Like I guess the big difference is that these are 100% selection items inside here. So I guess in that sense they're good. But remember, the price is still the same. So getting those Scarlet points is still the same. So you're basically valuating 100 Scarlet points at like $150. So you're basically at $300 to get this item right here, like a special costume selection box or a 4-star. Now, the reason why I'm like against this mostly is because the value is way off in scale here. A lot of games sell costumes. Marvel Future Fight, you know, you could do Marvel Concerts of Champions with new characters and different designs. You could go and play Black Desert Online, and this price is just outlandish, especially because of the fact that they're not selling you just a single individual costume. They're selling you costume pieces at this exorbitant price, and I just don't like it. You're never going to get me to like this, especially when I'm looking down at the barrel of getting a 4-star special card, and you're telling me that one 4-star that I still have to go through the process of leveling up to get to 5-star, 6-star, I got to pay all this money to get them. It's just never going to look good to me. You know what I mean? Like, that's just the truth of the matter, right? So the Omega point shop is what it is. I think most players are going to probably generate Omega points somewhere in the vicinity of getting maybe like a premium companion box over here, or just simply the Madness treasure boxes. And I think that's where most people are going to lie. And you can look at the premium companion box. You know, you're basically looking at 4-star or 3-star character special characters, which isn't a bad thing. The really bad thing is that they've included the card draw tickets inside here, which means that you have a greater chance of getting those. The Madness treasure box that they have, that we're going to be getting a lot of, has a lot of good items inside of it. The battle badge alloys, the badges from the event, the Scarlet Witch and the Scarlet Witch and Doctor Strange uniforms from Multiverse of Madness are also included in here. And then we also have the draw ticket selection box and some of the Strange seals. More than likely, you're going to end up with the draw tickets and the Strange seal. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? But then we also have this Madness fragment shop. And basically, when you collect these Madness fragment pieces inside of inside from doing the epic invasion. What you're going to be able to use those on is to basically get the items from here. So the Madness Fragment Shop. So the really cool thing about this, right, is that you can see this Doctor Strange special card box. It includes the 2 Doctor Strange cards. So if you've been missing out on those and you get them, I've got so many of these I don't need anymore, so I won't even look at those, right? But then you're also going to be able to get the Doctor Strange costume pieces inside here, which I'm really happy to see that these are basically be given away for free. And here goes the really cool part that just made me want to jump for joy and be happy, right? Is that these are actually usable skills for Doctor Strange, right? So I want you to pay attention to this, right? Because you notice that it's giving you an attack bonus, it's affecting your gateway summoning skill, and you notice that it says Mastic of the Mystic Arts skill level. This is different, okay, from your normal costume inside here. Like for instance, if I came over here to my Hydra costume, right, this one is my Mastic Arts class skill level, right? So don't construe the 2 of these because they're not the same, right? Basically what you're looking at is your hero, right? And then you're basically looking at the skills that the character is utilizing inside here, and you're basically getting one of those abilities that's beefed up. So it's basically going to be the Mastic of the Mystic Arts skill. So basically any of these skills in here are going to get beefed up, right? And then in your gateway summoning skill, any of these skills are going to get beefed up as well. So you'll lose out on getting beefs or bonuses to like your 7 Rings of Ragador and all of these by switching over to a costume like this or trying to utilize it for the skills there. Now, that's not to say that it's not giving a nice enhancement to 2 of the class skills that are, you know, really in need of it, like, you know, like you're getting the Massacre of the Mystic Hearts and Gateway Summoning. Those are skills that are used throughout every Doctor Strange build. So this is actually really good. Don't like, I don't want to, you know, it's not a bad uniform for Doctor Strange, especially since he has the attack stat inside there. Will you end up using that? I don't know. I'll probably end up using it for the look till I get bored of it. But even more exciting than the treasure box, the uniform that they're basically giving away for free, is you basically know at this point now that you're basically going to get Wong as a companion for free. So every player should be basically getting a cooldown decrease onto their account, and they should get a buffing character as well. Now, it's not the best buff. It only applies to 3 nearby allies, and it's a debuff. There's not a lot of debuffs in the game anyways, so it's just weird in terms of that, right? But you're basically getting a Wong for free, because even if you just spent 100 of these madness fragments in here, that's 50 Wong token, 50 of the Wong tokens paired up with everything else they're giving you. Pretty damn good, pretty damn good, right? So then I wanted to make sure that you guys saw this inside the shop, because this is really interesting as well that they talked about this and they've added it. Now, is it the best of things? It's not the best of things, but it's actually a good move in the proper direction. If you notice underneath the shop items in here for your normal tokens, they've added some things, right? The costume draw ticket has now been added as a selection. You can get 1 of those per squad per week. That gives you something that you can really look forward to now to use these friendship tokens on, because the costume draw ticket synchronized particles are pretty much about it, other than these crystallized convergium particles, and really even those aren't worth it because you can get these particles pretty easily inside the game. There's no reason to purchase 1 to 3 star cores at all, because you're just going to get 1 star cores. These things especially, they should just be removed from the shop. Unless you're going to get, this should literally be a 3 star core box inside here, but we know they're not going to do that. You go over to the Omega shop, and they've got what inside here for 6,000 Omega points. You can get a weekly card draw ticket. So that's a nice little addition aside here. I think they really need to start considering what they're going to do with these battle badges. It seems like they're trying to do everything within strengths that they don't understand what they're doing, because they don't even understand that they've invalidated these battle badges from the Omega War and from the Dark Zone, because they're not needed. Everybody's headhunting for the badges from Invasion. Those are the top of the tier. Those are the best in slot, basically. So these really have no value in here for you to purchase them anymore. So that's why I think this is a really cool thing that they've basically, now you've got the PIM research logs on a weekly basis, and you also have the ability to get those card draw tickets on a weekly basis. This is a good item, right? Going over to Dimension Duel Shop, right? They stepped up the ante again over here because you can basically purchase Dimension box tickets and you can get 2 of those tickets for 150 Dimension Duel points. That's really good. A lot of the items that were already inside the Dimension Duel Shop, to be honest with you, were really worth purchasing on a weekly basis anyways, because none of these items are bad, whether they're training manuals, whether they're Radiant anti-conversion boxes, or even the Fury's classified data and the potential report box. These were all good items. The only item that sucked inside here that they really should just think about removing is the region costume material selection box. Just get rid of that, right? And then we can move over here to the Dark Zone reward section, and wow, hey guys, you're actually going to make me play Dark Zone. Like, I really feel like I'm going to end up having to play Dark Zone specifically because of this, because I think it's really cool that they've added these items inside here where you can now get a draw ticket selection box, right? It's just any random draw ticket that you want, you know, for whatever item that you want. I think most players know what items they're going to be going for. At this point, it's either companions that are going to help you boost up, right? Companions. I think that's really pretty much it. It's companions, pretty much. Like, I hate to say it, unless you just want those Dimension box tickets for when it's coming, and that's weekly. But then on a monthly basis inside here, we got this new item. It's a 6-stat change card. Look at this thing. So you can basically use this to change a 6-star Omega card stats across the board. That's pretty damn decent inside here, I have to say, for 2,000 Dark Zone points. That is actually going to give players a reason to go and headhunt for you know, the Dark Zone badges. Like, I might actually go inside here. This is leaning towards what we really need, which is a token shop for all these things, and we are getting items now that are validating having a token shop, so that way they can just beef up some of the Dark Zone tokens that they're giving to you, the Dimension Duel tokens they're giving you, the Omega War tokens they're giving you, and then have them, because the same thing here, these items are invalidated. I hate to say that, you know what I mean? Like, all of these items are invalidated. There's no reason for you to have these. Like, going inside here, get that Dark Zone rare Omega card boxes, man, nobody cares. But these 2 items are actually pretty decent, so I'm actually pretty happy to see those. The special token shop, not much has changed inside here, so there's really not a lot to talk about. The membership point shop, there's nothing really new inside there either. It is what it has been. I've already given you guys my opinion about the membership treasure box and the crystal points inside here, and the membership points as well. So what I want to get back in here too is the featured shop, right? Because this is going to be important inside here. Let's go into the featured shop. I'm really happy to see that they basically, instead of having a $44.99 automatically thrust in your face, that they have an item in here for $26.99. Now, let's talk about the equation of whether or not this item is actually worth it to you or whether it's not worth it to you, right? You have to remember that they're asking you to spend $26.99 and they're guaranteeing you 1,650 crystals. Nothing else in here is guaranteed. When you look at the premium costume, it's a 4-star special costume, a 4-star region costume, or a draw ticket. That's basically what you're getting. It's the same thing for all of those boxes. You're not guaranteed a 4-star companion or any of them at all. What you could end up getting is a draw ticket. And if you look at the chances inside here, while the chances are, you know, I don't know how to put it, but basically your chances of getting the draw ticket are the highest. You know what I mean? So do you stand a chance of getting these items? Sure. Will you most likely get these items? No, that's just the truth of the matter, right? So basically what you're equating the value at here is the $26.99 to the 1,650 crystals. Now they can generate this kind of idea that this is a value to them because they've already outweighted the value of the crystals inside their shop, as we've talked about before. Your dollar is weighted at less than $1 in the real world. And in these kind of times right now, gas prices are out there being $4.25, $4.50. You know, people are, you know, food prices have gone up and everything. I'm not looking to a video game to tell me my dollar is worth less than, you know, what an in-game purchase is, because that's basically what it's saying. I've given you the math, guys, before. It's Netmarble's development team here has basically told you your dollar is worth 60 cents inside their game. What kind of bullshit is that? They're creating their own economy inside here. So no. So I don't necessarily find this special support bundle for Scarlet Witch to be all that enticing as a purchase. I would leave that shit right where it is. I'm not even going to look at these items because I'm going to tell you right now they're not worth it, okay? It's a 4-star special costume box, but it's a special costume box. It is a selection across all of here. It is not even you getting to choose which special costume. It's RNG. So you're going to pay $50 for a special costume, and it's not even the whole costume. It's a piece of the costume. I can't get down with that, boss. I just cannot get down with that. I can't. Even with the costume draw tickets inside here, 20. So I go use the costume draw tickets type 20 and it's still RNG. So I'm paying $50 for RNG. Meanwhile, I can go log into BDO right now and I can walk around like I'm one of the Jafar inside Stargate Atlantis and play with my Hashashin and pay way less than that for a costume, a fully developed costume that has just as much work and animation put into it. No thank you, squad. I'm going to say the same thing for all of these across the board because the same thing's applicable, is no different. These items are things that they need to get away from. Maybe if these items had inside here, you know what? Nah, I'm not even going to lie to you. This is something that should have literally been listed in here for maybe like $20 or something like that, not $50. This is just trash. The same thing for the companion master bundle. It's no different. I'm just going to let you guys know that it's no different. The core master bundle, these are no different. Now, here goes where we start to get a little bit different inside of our discussion about these items. These new ones that they have inside here, the potential master bundle, the specialization master bundle, and squad master bundle. Let's take a look at these real quick, right? So the potential master bundle, that's sitting inside the shop and it's basically telling you $26.99, but you are guaranteed some things inside here, right? So at first, I'm guaranteed that I'm going to get 1,650 crystals, right? And then my potential report, notice that it's 200 potential reports times 5. Yeah, so that's 1,000 potential reports that you're basically getting for this price of $26.99. Now that becomes where you determine for yourself how much is that worth it to you, and how much would you just rather just grind for and wait for this character to build up. Personally, she's not a character I intend to switch over to, so I don't need 1,000 potential reports. I don't need 1,650 because I have no problem with waiting because I'm not switching over to this character, and I'm not about their squad changeover that they plan to do right now with telling us we need to build up squads, especially at these prices. No thank you. No thank you. So then we get the dimension box tickets in here as well. That's not to say that I don't see value in this. If you are planning to be a player that is going to switch over to Scarlet Witch and want an immediate character that is going to be usable for you, you know, going into day 1, day 10, and the early frames of this, because you plan on switching over to her completely. She probably has the power to be that. I just don't know that that's what it is for her. And so you can see that they have it basically at 3 out of 3. So for about $80, you can basically get 3,000 potential reports. That should get you plenty of the way to making this a viable character for you inside PvP or inside of Omega War and other places like that for her to be used. The specialization master bundle is inside here, and I was a little disappointed to see this because we get shattered anti-convergiums inside here. So I can't give you the same resounding yay, because you know why? Those shattered convergiums that is inside there, those are easy to get. We ain't struggling for that. You know what I mean? Like, I hate to say that, but like, if you look at the numbers on these things, nobody's really sitting inside here. I got to pull up when I can actually see my shattered convergium. Nobody's struggling to get shattered convergium. You know what I mean? The thing that we're all struggling to get is these radiance and these flawless. So had that inventory item contained items for those, then I'd probably be like a little bit different about those convergent pack. But at this point, that's a hard no for me, dog. Like, nobody is grinding or needs to purchase these. Like, nah, I'm good on that. 200 of them, that's not really helping me. So you're talking about 600 of these overall, that's not really helping me. Most likely, most players already have that saved up. It's only going to be whale players who have already divested into building up multiple characters and no longer have any of these items that they're not going to be there. That's just the truth. The squad master bundle that's sitting inside here, I hate to say it, but you know what? This thing actually has value. this has a lot of value. Like, I hate to say it, but like these high grade training manuals, the squad power upgrade boxes, you have to remember that these includes the classified data, the blueprints, and the PIM research logs inside there. So when you weight this box again, this one has actually good value inside there. You're weighting the 2699 to the 1650 crystals, so you get those, and then you're basically weighting how important these things are to you. Now, here goes the fucked up part about this, right? Is that we already have a cap, so a lot of whales are already going to be at the cap anyways for these things. You know what I mean? They're already hitting that 300 number, or they're really close to it. Do you really need to purchase this in order to do it? Probably not, man. Probably not. The only good thing that I see about this is that this is also including dimension box tickets, which can be very useful to you right now, because that gets into the bad part about this update, where I'm literally like, why are we still inside here selling these items inside here? Basically, you've driven this pay to play scenario, and you're increasing the gap. So you lied to us about transmutation. You lied to us about wanting to decrease the power gap inside the game between the free to play and the whales, and all you're doing is finding ways to monetize every bit of this game in every way, and it's going to be a big distraction. My big thing that I want to see coming out of this, good, bad, or ugly, right, is we saw that there was a decrease where this game has dipped below $1 million in revenue on Android and iOS platforms per King's report. We'll wait to see what he's got next month and see if this offers some kind of revenue infusion to see if that has done it. If it's not, and we see this number continue to go down, this is going to be square at it, because you're going to have players like me, and I think there's going to be more players like me than there are whales, or that there are 100% free to play players who are willing to spend, $8, $9 here and there or whatever like that, but not willing to shell out the pocket for $50, $100 events and stuff like that. I just don't see it, man. I really wish this stuff was not inside the shop and these things were earned, right? I really, really do. But we do have a couple of events going on. They have the Normal Madness Costume Festival. The Omega Card Festivals are here. I'm really liking these covers for the Scarlet Witch inside here. You can draw down on that however you choose to, if that's what you are, but those are not the focus of the event. So next up that we need to look at is some of the perk packs inside here, because this is where it goes back into being good again, guys. And I can't deny this. And this is where I get to the wonder of the marketing team and the stupidity, right? Because we got a Scarlet Witch 5,000 crystal perk pack for $9. You can get 5,000 crystals over the course of 7 days. Why is this not in the featured shop? Why is this buried inside the perks? This is an item that is worthy to the players to buy, free to play, whales, whatever you want to say, right? This is something that should be featured. This is what you should be putting on display. These are good items. We look at the Scarlet Witch 100 draw ticket perk. I know, I understand that this is RNG at large, but you're talking about getting $26.99 and you're going to get crystals. Yes, you're going to get 1,650 crystals, and you're going to get 100 draw tickets over the course of 7 days. I don't care whether or not it's RNG or not. That is a good deal, because they're basically saying $25 and we're going to give you 100 draws. That's a good deal. It's a good deal, guys. I know people are going to hate me, and saying that. They're like, yo, dude, you selling out. I'm like, no, that's a good deal. And honestly, I might end up purchasing both of these packs. That's the truth of it. I've given you guys my opinion about the Alpha membership, the Omega membership, and Premium membership, and I'm still standing by it. Those are good purchases. I still think that if you are a dedicated player, these both offer something for you in that range, free to play, pay to play, or whale. I just really genuinely believe that. That's my opinion. I told you guys I didn't think that boycott was going to be worth the shit, even though I was a supporter of it, even though I still support it, because we don't have that kind of community. There are too many whales and too many people who are just like fucking stands that there's not going to work inside this game. Hate to say it. And if the whales don't join on to it and have something vocal to say about it, it ain't going to happen, because they're going to fleece the shit out of them for as long as they can. So we got the Scarlet Witch level achievement bundle. We've seen this one before. I definitely think these are worth it. This is where I talked about that. I said, hey, there's a lot more good then there is bad and ugly. The ugly of this update to me lies within the Dimension box having so many of those items from the Epic Invasion that are going to basically be available for whales to pay into and be able to obtain and increase that pay gap. The bad of it is these featured items that are sitting here are just fucking absolute trash. Why are these the featured items when I can go down here to the perks and look at the good of this update? Because these are bananas rewards. 5,000 crystals for $8.99, $26.99 for 100 draw tickets, plus 1,650 crystals. So between the two packs, they're asking you to spend about $35, and you're going to get about 7,000 crystals. And that's crazy. 7,000 crystals plus another 100 in draw tickets. And you fucking might get lucky to get a good item from here. That is truth. I'm just being honest, guys. I'm just being honest, right? These are good deals. So we have some of the bundles inside here as well, right? And I'm not going to shit on these things if they're good. If they're good, then they're good. Look at this selection bundle. Why is this not inside the featured selection of the shop? I don't understand what they're doing here. So basically what they've done is they've got this selection bundle where you got the Scarlet Witch Alpha Starter Bundle and the Scarlet Witch Omega Starter Bundle. So as a free-to-play player, if you just don't have that kind of money, you can jump in here, get some of the potential reports, 100 of them, 200 conversion. My wish list was changed, 550 crystals for $8.99, and then about, you know, a few 5 costume draw tickets. That's not necessarily going to be a big thing to you, you know what I mean? And that doesn't even look that spicy, if I'm being honest with you. I think there's better things that they could have put in here in order to weight this value to make it really look more like a Scarlet Witch Alpha Starter Bundle, but it's not bad. But what I'm really looking at over here is this Scarlet Witch Omega Starter Bundle, right? $44.99, you get 2,750 crystals, right? And then you get a region costume selection box across the board, 4 of them. So you're getting all the pieces of the costume, and then you also get the 500 potential reports. 500 of them bitches, right? And then we get the Mystic Anti-Conversion box. Nobody really cares about those, and definitely nobody cares about these at the end. I feel like these could have been facilitated with something better as well, in order to maybe there's like Baron Mordo, you know, companion shards or something like that. Those would have been better in my opinion. Like let's no cap, let's be real, right? Then we got the relay bundle inside here. Let me be perfectly honest with the relay bundle. Is this relay bundle bad? No. I'm just being honest. Is the relay bundle bad? No. I'm just being honest. Is it for every player? No. This is a whale level item, and you should only be purchasing this if you are a whale. Let's be honest with it. The entirety, when I wrap up the individual rewards, where I can basically say, let's say we get 500 crystals here, a draw ticket selection box, the Madness treasure box for $4. Stop there if you're just a free-to-play player. Then we go over here and we say we get 1,100 crystals for $8.99 plus 2 draw ticket selections and Madness treasure box. Play to play, stop there. When we start getting into this realm over here with $26.99 and you're starting to get 3,200, 3,300 crystals, the draw ticket selection boxes and the Madness treasure boxes, pay to play, this is where you start to be like, the rewards are what the rewards are. Maybe I should bail out on this thing. But whales, even for the whales, once they get up here to level 4 and level 5, these are fucking good rewards. I hate to say it. This is the fucking truth, but I'm just being honest with you guys, right? So Scarlet Witch week 1 special support bundle. Don't purchase this shit. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. So anyways, right, we're moving over here. Costume Master Bundle, Omega Card bundles. All of those bundles are things that we went over, and I've already given you my reasons why you should not be purchasing those. We also still have over here the potential Master Bundle. So you can see how a fucking whale is going to be able to go inside here and purchase these bundles and things like that, right? And just hit this shit right out the park, because there are going to be so many items inside here that they're going to be able to hit on to just get those up. Now we have the Strange Encounter Starter Bundle in the events, right? And it's $3.99 one, so that way you can get 2 Battle Badge alloys, 5 additional tries out there, and the 245 crystals. Highly worth it. Go ahead and purchase if you want to. When we start looking at the Strange Master Bundle, then we start to wonder, should you 1 Battle Badge alloy? You were just giving me 2 for $3.99. Now you're giving me 1 for $26.99. What do you think I am, a fucking fucking moron? I don't even care if it's 1,650 crystals. I don't care if it's 3 strange tickets, right? I should be getting better rewards. Maybe you give me 3 of these or something like that. Maybe you give me 5 of these strange seal boxes or 10 of them or something, or maybe you give me 10 of these reward tickets, but fuck out of here with this bull. So anyways, stay away from those, right? So we're marching on, and you can see these are the bundles that are pretty good on a monthly basis if you are looking to purchase crystals, right? So there are the Wand Companion Summon bundles, and again, stay the away from these. These are not worth it, man. Leave these alone. Just leave them alone. The monthly premium companion bundle, they've got these transcendent crystals inside here, and you notice that I told you this was coming, and this is where we dip back into the ugly before we dip out on this whole video, and we go, this transcendence crystal I told you guys was coming. You're going to need some materials in order to transcend those characters. Characters are going to hit certain levels, blah blah blah. You're going to unlock additional. This is year 4 stuff in year 1, and we don't need these right now. It's terrible. The gap from the free-to-play to the whale is about to increase immensely. That's what these items and things like that basically represent. I'm a little disappointed to see them, and that's where we get back into a little bit of ugly, so I can temper my elation over some of the shop items inside here. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If I missed out on anything, please let me know in the comment section. That way I can give you my best opinion and evaluation on those things. But if you need just a quick rundown, the do's and the dirties of it, jump your ass into the perk shop, jump on the Scarlet Witch crystal pack purchase, the Scarlet Witch 100 draw ticket purchase, hop your butt inside the event bundles and get the strange encounter bundles, and then dip your ass out on the shop unless you really want something more from like some of these potential master bundles and things like that over here if you really plan on leveling up Scarlet Witch. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Until next time, peace.